Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Vintage Craft and Chat. If you are new here, Vintage Craft and Chat is my opportunity to hang out with all of you, to craft live, to do all things paper crafting, typically vintage style, because that's what I love. And yeah, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are joining for the first time and you're live in the live chat, oops. Oh my gosh. Let me turn this sound down. I had it all the way up. When I was crafting with Leanne and Tamara yesterday. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's like as if I've never done this before. Um, Carrie is here. Hi. Well, Carrie's driving and listening. So be safe, my friend. Just listen. No looking at your phone. Angela, hello, Angela. Angela said she just got home from getting her hair cut. Angela, 6 years? My friend. Don't you feel fabulous? You feel good? Oh my gosh. I have that on my list for this month. It hasn't been six years. I think last October. I got my hair cut before we went to what were we doing? Was it October? Yeah, October when we went to Florida and we had that wedding and it felt refreshing. And I did that a week or so ago. Oh my gosh. Post a picture. Is it a lot shorter? Was it just trimmed? Oh, you did. You got some good stuff. I have been coming out empty-handed from my savers. It's just not good. 3 times in a row. I was telling Leanne yesterday. 3 times in a row. I went in, I had donations, and I came out with nothing. Sometimes that's good. Susie is here. Hello, Susie. I'm doing something a little bit different. I have the chat up here on the right-hand side, and then there's all these bells and whistles in Restream. I don't use them enough, so I figure once I go to crafting, I'll take them down just so you guys can get a better view. Diane is here. Hello, Diane. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. In and out phone calls, that's okay. That's okay, my friend. In and out is always a good thing. Is it drying shorter and curlier? I bet it's adorable. I bet it's adorable because you have natural wave in your hair, right? If you just let it dry naturally, does it wave up or does it get really curly? Okay, Diane is here. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I wanted to touch on a couple things, upcoming things, and then we will, actually, let me clear my desk. So I do not have a ocean or beach. I guess our prompt from last week that we pulled was beach. I do not have one to share today. I was sitting here and kind of playing a little bit this morning. Well, actually, I'll leave it, and then we'll talk about that a little bit more when I turn the camera around. Okay, let me go here. Did you send a pic? Okay, and let me know if I can share it. Let me do my notes here. I'm going to talk about some upcoming things. I'm going to share some pictures. Susie sent the most wonderful picture. She emailed last week. So let me make myself a little note here. Don't forget. So I have Susie. Kathy posted some great pics on the community tab. I'm going to share that. Kathy Weisman and Angela Hare. I have to make myself a note. Otherwise, I'll just come boot. Okay, sure. She said sure. She said sure. And I wanted to share. See, I'm so out of it today. This is what we are making today. So there is a supply list down in the description. I'll go over the supply list in just a bit. But the main supply here is washi tape. So the background with all the stripes is washi tape, and you could go horizontal, you could go vertical, you could do diagonal. I mean, there's so many options and ways, but it is an underused supply in my craft space. And also this was a prompt that we pulled a few weeks back. And so this was my make for that. And yeah, I went ahead and made two. The die cuts I picked up at the thrift store, so I have a big bag of those. And then the smaller die cuts are from some Tim Holtz die cuts. Again, I don't know why I'm hoarding them. I need to use them, so I pulled some more of those out. And then I also have those little tiny snippet ones, and I'll show those a bit later too. So that is what we are making today, and I'm using a file folder as my base. I love when I can find file folders, upcycle them, find them at the thrift store, that kind of thing. So that will be the base, but you can find all the supplies down below in the description. Run around and gather them because they're not too many. Okay. Okay, so upcoming, let me touch on that really quick. Tomorrow, Carrie is coming on my channel. She is my special guest, and this is all because of you guys. You guys were throwing out crafty ideas and themes for different vintage crafty chats. And so Carrie is coming on tomorrow, and we are having a Mardi Gras craft. So you guys all need to tune in. I put the link down in the description, so you can click on it and hit the notification bell. But that is tomorrow, Friday, February 13th. It is Friday the 13th, and we are doing that at 3 p.m. Eastern. So noon my time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I think that is 2 o'clock Central, I think, Carrie's time. So I hope you guys will come join us tomorrow. This coming Tuesday, the 17th, we will be working on our March layout for our vision board journals. You can go back and we have a hangout for February and January, and it's been a lot of fun. And I should say vision board journal / planner. I'm using mine as sort of a monthly planner, things I want to do business-wise, crafty-wise, personal. So that's what I'm using it for, and I have little pockets built in. So that is coming up Tuesday. And then, of course, the Crafty Marathon, which will be here before you know it. That is hosted by Angela, who's here in the chat. Angela, Dear Angela's Vintage. It will be on her channel, March 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern. We have a whole lineup of crafty friends and people that will be selling their handmade crafted wares, and it's fabulous. This will be our third one that we've done, and that will be at 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe. March 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so let me share all of that stuff. I have to share. Nettie is here. Hello, Nettie. Happy Thursday. Okay, let me turn this around and then I can share all the fun things I have to share. And I think I will get rid of 10 a.m. Let's see, what is Angela saying? 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern, which is 7 a.m. It is 7 a.m. Pacific time, but I don't think I'm not up first in the lineup. Oh, is it already up? Okay, I'm going to add it. Let me also make myself a note, and I'll add it down in the description too later. Okay, add crafty chat link. I have to write myself notes and little reminders. Okay, all right. Okay, let's turn it around and let's look at Susie's fabulous pictures that she sent. Let me get the other plug-in camera. There we go. Let me take that off here. I was working on all the beachy stuff here this morning. Let me push that back. Kind of straighten you guys up a little bit. And let me go into my email. Okay, now how do I, there we go. Here's all the fabulous pictures. Hopefully you guys will be able to see them well. Okay, so here is the first one that she sent, and it is Irish or St. Patrick's Day themed. Look how beautiful that is. I love the ticket. I love the harp. Well, I just love everything about it, and I love the vintage vibes. Okay, so there's the first picture. Let me turn it this way. Look at that beautiful belly band there. Oh, it's probably this way. Probably goes, yeah, it looks like it goes this direction. Sorry, my phone is very, very dirty. Hopefully you guys can see that. Isn't that cool with the circles? And it looks like she actually cut out heart shapes. Hopefully you guys can see that to do the shamrocks. Is that cute or what? I love it. I love that. Let's see here. This is an inside view. There's a pocket. Let me pull it away a little bit. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see that. We got a little bit of a glare. Gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Look at those fun. So those must be coasters. Look at the map, the beautiful map page. I love this. I told her I love that little detail. So that's like a little crocheted shamrock up there. Looks like she made that into a paper clip. Look at all the great ephemera that she's gathered. There's another, um, Guinness one there. Here, that's that same picture. Oh, and I love so she's using a bag there too. I don't use bags. Look at that. Look at the collaging there. The vintage stamp and the little fussy cuts and the sheet music, the old book pages. Beautiful. Susie, this is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Look at this lady. I forgot about the lady. Look at her. Is she fabulous? Let me look a little closer at her. I think she's probably original ephemera. And I love that green. I love that green ticket. I don't have many tickets that color green. I have like a light seafoamy green. Isn't that beautiful? With the trim, the crochet trim, and the little topper there. Hopefully you guys can see that well. Just gorgeous. So good. Oh, you just scheduled it yesterday? Awesome. I will start putting that every week that we meet or anything that we meet on. And then I can start sharing that out too. Da, da, da. Isn't it beautiful? So beautiful, Susie. Thank you for sharing with us. I know Susie doesn't, she's not on Instagram. And so that's shout out to anybody that doesn't do Instagram or posting on the community tab. Is a little bit complicated. I also wanted to walk, Susie, if you're in here and listening, I can walk you through too and show a little bit later on how to post to the community tab too. Because sometimes all those things are not super intuitive. Okay. All right. So let me go. Well, actually, and I'm going to go to the community tab right now because I'm going to pull up what Kathy shared. Okay. So let me show that. I'll just show that. Actually, let me, so we don't get any weird like pop-ups or phone calls. Let me do not disturb. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's the front of my channel right here. So if you go to any main page of anybody's YouTube channel, you're gonna see a button right here that says community. And each YouTube channel, they need to enable their community tab in order for people to post pictures, share things they're working on, that kind of thing. But you hit the community tab here And I discovered the reason why I was missing things is that mine, for some reason, it always goes to top instead of newest. And then you can also, if it is your own YouTube channel, you can also click on post. But Kathy's came up here on top. But let me click on this and look at these beautiful tags. She posted 2 pictures of 2 different tags that she made, just beautiful. I love the background. I love that cool car image, and look at that. I also don't do that enough. I love the texture that she also includes in a lot of her collaging. So that looks like, maybe a mesh ribbon, and it's just beautiful. It's really lovely. I love the tea. I love everything about it. And then look at this one. Oh my god. Kathy also finds the best images. So look at that mushroom. That mushroom image. I don't know if that's a magazine page. And then it looks like crossword puzzle, maybe from almost looks kind of 50s. I don't know if it would be from a children's book or just an activity book, but look how cool that is. So she integrated the crossword puzzle with the ladders, kind of a chutes and ladder thing, and integrated that with the mushroom imaging. And it is so cool. And then she even has the little tiny people. Just just so cool. Amazing imagination. Oh, and then yeah, and the little guy here. There's a little bird in there, parrot or something. Is that cool or what? Isn't that good, Nettie? It's so good. It's so good. So that was Kathy's share. But if you let me see if I can figure out. Yeah. So if you go to the YouTube channel, you hit community, and it probably will do the same thing that it's showing for me. It says what's on your mind right here. It's kind of gray. So you click on that, okay? And then it says what's on your mind. And if you go down here, you can post pictures. So there's like a little camera image. So you can type in text here, type text in. And then if you click down here, here's pictures of, I was taking Etsy photos, but you can just click, like, we'll do this one here. We'll add that and we'll say next. I won't post this, but there it has the photo. That's something I was listing in my shop. And then well, it'll post there, and it says you can select up to 10 images. So you can, and that's just from your camera phone, and you can just select as many as you want. You can write something, or you don't have to write anything really, because I'll know who it's from, and then post it, and then I can share it. And then you hit the post thing here, but I won't do that. So you hit post, it will post to the community tab, and as long as I'm going to say discard because I don't want, and then let me also double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I got Kathy's. Angela had posted a couple weeks ago, and I missed Angela's. And that's how I realized it wasn't coming up newest. Okay, so I'm caught up with that. And then let's look at Angela's cute haircut. Go. Angela, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. It is so cute. Sometimes too, it takes your hair a few days, especially if you have even just a trim. I feel like it takes you a couple days, your hair to just get used to it. But it is beautiful. I think it's gonna be gorgeous and beautiful, and I bet you feel great. Okay, nice. Once it dries too, it'll be a totally different. And then, oh my gosh, look what Angela found. Nice. So she found one of those metal rulers that gives you the great edging. I have not found one of those. I don't have one of those in my stash. That's a lucky find. It's interesting in the middle too. It has like a cutout. So I wonder if you put you should test it. If you put a piece of paper there, does that rip a certain way too. I just noticed that looks like there's an opening, and look at that. That's a lucky find too, one of those circle scallop paper cutters. Wow, and $2.99. That's a great find. That is a super good find. You were a lucky girl today. Let's see, Angela said it really curled up on the bottom more than I thought it would. I didn't want it to be above my shoulders. Yeah, but it'll probably grow really. Your hair probably grows um, quickly would be my guess. You could also play around with leave-in conditioners. I tried the Trader Joe one, or Trader Joe's has like it's in a, it looks white. It's in a white bottle and it's just like a little pump. And I've been using that for maybe a month or so. I picked that up a while back and I really like it. Kind of, I put that in and then I put a little bit of that sea salt spray and it just kind of tames the frizzies, gives a little wave, but I do like that Trader Joe's brand. Wow, you also found a carnival glass and a carnival glass swung vase and vintage linen tablecloth. You had a good haul. It was that's like your lucky day. Maybe it was a new haircut. The new haircut brought you luck. Wow. Wow, halfway down your back. I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love it. New year, fresh start, all those good things. All right. Okay, friends, let's get started here. I love it. I hope you guys are encouraged to post in the community tab, share away because I like to see what you're all working on and it inspires. Okay, let me go back here. Sorry about that. Go back. I like to watch the chat. I watch it on the computer screen here, but I also like to watch it on my phone. So let me back here. Doesn't look great, Susie. It looks so good. Okay, we'll put that there. All right. Okay. Oh, and then this I had pulled. So Kathy, I'm so excited to kind of experiment with this. Kathy Wiseman had posted a video, TikTok video, something like that, in our crafty group on Instagram, and the artist was using the inside of envelopes to collage with. Like she was cutting circles and squares, I think, in different shapes because, as we know, the inside of envelopes, these like window envelopes, has such great patterning. Like, look at that. So I watched it and I thought, wow, especially with the blues and maybe some greens, wouldn't it be cool to rip it and maybe make waves? I don't know. I was looking at the video and it made me think of water, waves, ocean with all the colors that she was using. So I'm going to try that. I grabbed a bunch of envelopes this morning. I just cut the ends of them off and I'm going to experiment a little bit with that. Maybe ripping them and collaging them in strips. I don't know. It just that came to me, and then I went through. So mine will be a little bit late, but I went through one of my nature books, and I found all these great um, fish fish pictures or fish illustrations, and I fussy cut them out. Aren't they beautiful? So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm not really hitting probably on the beachy thing. It's going to be a little more ocean fish kind of thing, but I am excited to work on that this week. Okay, let me stick that over there. And okay, let's look at the supplies here. And I have the supplies down in the description, but yeah, they're super easy. I'm going to use, you can use cardstock. I'm going to use upcycled file folder for the base of my tags. Here's the tags right here. Washi tape. We all probably have tons and tons and tons of washi tape. that just sits in our craft space. Maybe we don't grab for it enough. I know I don't. So I just pulled out a lot of different colors and prints that I thought maybe would go well together. So that's it. I also posted in the supply list, there's a couple sets that I bought off of Amazon that I love. These are kind of the ones that I grabbed for a lot. But I love this floral set that I have. As you can see, I've used them. I may have even have used some up. And then this Van Gogh set I love. This is one that I find I grab for a lot as well. It has some oh, what do I want to say, metallic golds in it. It's just really pretty and subtle. So you have, oh, have a little kitty here, little Benny who's been everywhere since we adopted him, but you can see the flowers and yeah, I love those two sets. I find that I grab those a lot. And then I'm just using these die cuts that I thrifted. Tim Holtz has some great die cuts. You can do fussy cuts out of your flower books, you name it. You can make your own labels. Obviously, you can use vintage stamps. I just am trying to use up things that I have. So I pulled out, oh, there's a fish there. Let that fish get in there. That has to go over there. So I just pulled out some of those. I want to use them up so I can buy some more. And then these are those little tiny Tim Holtz little snippets. So I pulled out my bulk of those as well. And yeah, everything else is easy. I have an upcycled blouse, so I'm going to use that for the top of my tag. And I'm going to use, this was kind of the inside liner, so I'm going to use that behind my die cut just to give it a little bit of texture. Yeah, everything else should be stuff that we all have. We all have on hand. Okay, I'm going to go back here. Isn't it pretty? Do you use it a lot, Angela? I love that set. I find those are the two that I grab the most. I grabbed the flower one and this Van Gogh set, probably because of all the blues. I love my blues. Let's see here. Hi, Annie M. Jones. Hello from Miami. Ooh, are you having great weather? I have a dear friend that lives in Florida. My husband and I, she's more Tampa area. So we are going to be there in April house sitting. We are in love with Florida. I've been to Florida in my early 20s, but first time for my husband, and we just fell in love. We just loved it there. So we're excited to go back and do a little house sitting, dog sitting for her. Oh, you did? You use that big wide one on the journal page? Yeah, I love the sizes. Like this one. This is probably the one that you use. Yeah, look how cool that is. And I like these too because I'll come in and I'll just rip out a section. Maybe I just want a little bit of the text. Maybe I want, like the flowers, that kind of thing, the little mushrooms. So sometimes I'll rip it into little pieces. Is it beautiful right now? Yeah, nice. I know when I was talking to my friend the other day, she said they got like a cold front. Like she said it was super cold had come in, which was interesting. Oh, Annie, how come? I was thinking, is that the same Annie? Yes, we know you, Annie. Yeah, Indie Annie Jones. You have a marvelous channel. This I put a link down in the description. They have this on Amazon. I got it on Amazon, oh, probably a couple years ago. There's so many in here, 20 rolls. So some I've used more than others, but there is a link down in the description. It's an affiliate link. I have to say that. You don't pay more for the product, but if you purchase through that link or any of the links, I get a few cents back, and then I uh, reinvest it back into our Thursdays together. Right, Angela? Yes. Amazing channel. Amazing. You're so, what do I say? Amazingly creative. So everybody should go check that out. Maybe somebody will find a link to it and put it in. You have an amazing channel. All right, so there's that. All right, let's get started. Did I touch on everything? I touched on upcoming, share pics of things. Hopefully now we know how to post on the community tab. And I think, oh, I didn't pick color. Usually I do that much earlier. Okay, so let's pick for this upcoming prompt. And also, Angela and I were chatting a little bit because there have been times where I've gotten super behind in doing the prompts. And I think the thing with that, there should be no pressure. And you should be able to jump in anytime if you feel like, oh, I was doing them and now I'm like, I haven't done them, 6 weeks in a row and now I feel very behind. Just jump in and do it, or only do the ones that speak to you. Like, as we always say, we don't have any rules. So if something you're like, oh, I don't have anything, I can't think of anything, and you kind of just feel stuck, don't do it. That's what I have to say. Ooh, fall. So fall is our crafty prompt for this week. I love this. I'm I'm thinking mushrooms. Mushrooms immediately came to mind, but this is great because I one of my goals this year is to get ahead with my Thursday projects that we do together. So I love this. I'm going to come up with something fun, and it'll go. Whoops, I shouldn't throw that in there. It'll go in my folder. I've started a folder now, and I've been putting, future crafts in there, and then I'll post a picture of this on Instagram and in the community tab too later today or tomorrow by tomorrow. I know, Angela. Angela's very, very creative, doing a lot of fall vibe crafts. Is that your goal for the year? I'm a fly by the seat of my pants. There's many a Thursday I get off and I have no idea, once we're done today, no idea what I'm doing next week. So that's one of the new things I'm trying to plan a little bit more this year, just so it's not as stressful. Not as stressful. Well, thank you. Thank you. And they're so easy. Oh my gosh, these are so easy. Also, it goes without saying, if you do not have washi tape, you can do this same thing with paper strips. And I believe we have done that before where we have used paper strips. I think we've done it on a vintage craft and chat. If not, I've probably done it for a prompt or something like that. So you can use magazine pages, you can use book pages, any form of paper is a great stand-in for the washi tape. You could even try it with paper napkins, maybe. You could decoupage. Oh, that would be pretty. Let's do that some week. Decoupage paper napkins onto maybe not super thick paper, maybe like a mid-weight cardstock, not maybe not copy paper. I probably wouldn't try copy paper because it would ripple a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. We'd have to experiment and cut strips of it. That would be fun to test. Okay, so I have my little file folder pieces, and I'm just going to grab washi tape. I'm just going to grab it and not think about it too much. The easy thing is to pull colors that are cohesive at the get-go. And I'm going to grab, because as we know, washi tape doesn't always stick very well, or maybe it sticks initially and then not so much later. Sometimes it lifts up. So I'm going to help it a little bit, and I'm going to use glue stick. So I'm just going to put a line of glue stick here, and I'll probably go a little bit higher because it does take a while to dry. And this could not be easier. There we go. I'll just cut the end off. And you could even wrap the ends around. I'm going to come later. As I layer a little bit, I'll slice them off as we go. Let's see here. Let's use this beautiful big blue. I love this. I love this turquoisey blue. So pretty. The other thing too I find is to use your washi tape up. Sometimes it gets a little bit old. So that's probably another good reason to use up our washi tape stash. Have you guys found that? I have found sometimes when it's a little bit older, it doesn't it doesn't tear very well. So that's also another reason to use it up. Let's see. Let's grab some of this. Let's put some more. And maybe we'll do 2 tags and then we'll do the little collage over the top. I think that's good. Yes, Angela, the Scotch tape trick. I have to play around with that a little bit. I did it enough that I could use it in that picture of that journal that I posted and I shared last week, that little kind of friendship, that little mini journal. But I do want to play around with it a bit more. And maybe it was the tape I was using, could have been. Let's take a piece of this. Also, I did it with vintage book page. Maybe that wasn't the best thing to try it on. Yeah, that would be so cool. And then have your washi tape or your paper strips and then layer in the Scotch tape. You know what? I think I have some. Let me look. Let me where is that in? Oh, I think it's over here. Let me step up a little bit. I just can't reach it from where I'm sitting. But I do have some pieces. Let's take a look. I have 2 pieces that I didn't use. I have these right here. Let's see here. And let me grab out a die cut because it may matter. That's pretty. Oh, you know what? I was going to say this die cut. So this one I used is kind of a dimensional one. Hopefully you can kind of see that. These I found at the thrift store. This is actually a Tim Holtz one. So I should have grabbed some of those out. These dimensional maybe are not the best to use in a journal if you don't want to add too much bulk. But if you want something that lays a little flatter, a fussy cut, maybe one of the Tim Holtz ones, I want to grab those out as well. That just reminded me. But these also make, if you're not a junk journal or you're not journaling, what a sweet gift tag this would make on just a simple package, even like craft paper wrapped package, or I love to keep lots of those brown craft bags in my wrapping stash, put some pretty paper, tissue paper, or even white tissue paper, and then you tie one of these on your package. Like how beautiful. How beautiful is that? And they're great too. I love to stick these in flower frogs. They're fun to decorate seasonally too. So if you're not a junk journaler, I think I like that one. Let's do that, and then I'll grab out the Tim Holtz. I think they're here, just so I kind of have them at the ready. They're buried down here. So we'll have one that's a little bit more dimensional, and then we'll have one that's a little bit flatter. Let's see here. Butterflies would be really lovely too. Kind of sticking with the floral theme. Let's see. Something a little bit bigger just because of the size of the tab. Let's see what. Surely I have something in here because I don't grab for these as much. That might work. Let's see what else we have. It's probably too big. Apologies. I said, oh, no, that's a little one. Oh, maybe I have used up all the big ones. Shocker. Let's see. Ooh, let's use this one. That one's pretty. Oh, I love that one. Perfect. That's perfect. And now that's two that are taped together. Kind of go backwards. I'll pull that one out too. That one might be pretty. Oh, here we go. Let's use that one. Two. We have two of those. Those over there. Okay, now let's look at this. And I got these out thinking, yeah, let's use these, but maybe I'll put it a little bit higher up or drop it down. So maybe when we get to the top there. And what is this one? This one you can't see it, but I think that would be really cool to incorporate. Okay, let's get a little bit more color on here. And let's see, what do I want? Maybe a little bit of the script one. That. And then we'll grab something that maybe has a little bit more color. Let's do this darker one here. Let's see. Oh, we have somebody new. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Hi, Mel. Welcome. So glad you're here. Nettie says, I'm looking for a good place to order washi from that's not Amazon or has travel and ocean. Yeah, any suggestions? Maybe, I'm trying to think too, like, to walk in locally, maybe Daiso, Nettie? Maybe Daiso may be a good, place to look. I know one of these I got from Daiso. I think it's not travel or ocean, but this little polka dot thing. I'm pretty sure this one I picked up from Daiso last time I was in there. Does anybody have any suggestions? Let's see. Angela says she's been saving, like the wave idea. Maybe I could use my decorative edge scissors. Oh, Angela, try that. Yep, your decorative edge scissors or your ruler. Yeah, it'll be interesting once I start ripping, and of course, you guys know that trick if if you I think if you, rip towards yourself, it'll probably end up if it turns out cool, it'll probably end up in a future vintage craft and chat, no doubt, but if you pull towards yourself, you don't get the white edging, but if you pull away from yourself when you're ripping something, if you pull this way, then you get that white, and I think I might like the white, maybe sometimes without or sometimes with it. I think for doing the waves. I'm excited to kind of see what those look like too. You know, Annie, I haven't done it with these. I probably have done in some past. This white doesn't bother me too much. I'll come in and maybe give it a little bit of inking so it goes away, but definitely like stickers, if stickers have like a really, really wide band of white, I always will glue them to a piece of paper and then cut off as much of that white as possible. Like these dimensional ones that I thrifted, they really don't have much. I mean, I guess I could come in and kind of cut that out, but this is like a dimensional, so I can't get into that part. But yeah, like this could probably take a tighter cut in here. We could take a little bit of scissors. Maybe we'll do that and get in between the leaves there. But these aren't too bad. But I find stickers way too much white for me. Way too much white on stickers typically. Okay, let's get, what do we want? I want that one. That one says Betty skipped merrily into the house. I don't even know. This one didn't work out as well. Can you guys see that? That didn't rip as well. That was probably the first one I did. I think we'll put that up there a little bit. Okay, what other color? I think I'm gonna use that. Let's use, maybe we'll do some more of that blue. Let's do another layer of blue. I love this blue. And maybe we'll be high enough to add the tape. Let's put a little bit more here. And nice thing with the washi tape and the glue stick, if you don't quite get it straight the first time, you can pull it back there. Whoops. Okay, burnish that down. Okay, now let's put this up here. And we'll kind of do the part that the text looks a little bit better. Also, it's nice that we have a light background, so it's showing a lot better. So even though I didn't get really good adherence when I pulled it off of the book page, oh, that's cute. By putting it on a white background, it helps it a lot. Okay, so we need one last something. It's quite aligned. Maybe this one. This will fit perfectly right on the top there. Oh my goodness. Hi, Clack Dream, Spain. Oh my gosh. How wonderful. Welcome, welcome. What time is it there? And how serendipitous is that you are making a similar craft? Well, I love it. I love it. Yeah, what time is it? I'm in California. So currently here it is 10:48 in the morning, 10:48 a.m. Okay, so we have everything stuck down, gorgeous. And then I'm just gonna come and turn the tag over for my piece of file folder, and we're just gonna cut, cut, cut. I think I'll keep that little piece because that's interesting. The rest of this I'll just toss. I used to keep like a jar that had little bits of washi tape, and I'm just like, no, I have so much washi tape, and yeah, and I found I wasn't grabbing. Occasionally, I would grab for it, but has anybody thought about or picked up any for Nettie? Anybody found any suggestions for the travel or ocean? So sad now because we don't have Joanne's. Maybe Michael's. Maybe Michael's. Sometimes I think the craft stores have some sets sometime. Okay. 19:50 p.m. So that is, we have to, what is that? Minus 12. So I have to count on my fingers. So 7:50 at night, I think. Is that correct? Oh, Ollie's. Do you have Ollie's, Annie? What part of the country are you in? Nettie and I do not have ollies. Nettie is here, close to me in Southern California, and we don't have ollies. It's such a bummer. I went to Ollie's for the first time when we were in Florida, and oh my gosh, it was very reminiscent of Big Lots, which we used to have here, and I fell in love. I got a card. I did the whole thing. So I'm definitely going to go back to Ollie's once, maybe twice on our trip. Let's see here. Go down. Let me make sure. I Yeah, I think the white may, yeah, I think it may work to our benefit. So I'll probably rip some with the white and some without the white. Oh, what is happening here? My clicking thing. Okay. So yeah, I'll experiment and kind of do. Also, I was thinking for the waves. Sorry, we're talking so much about waves. And not on the present project. I also thought it may be really beautiful to do circles. So circles, like a circle background and layer those with the fish. So I do wanna play around with that a little bit too. Clack Dreams. So the people that I know are in the chat, we are from all over the United States. I don't think, right? Do we have anybody here? Okay, so Annie's Miami, Florida. Angela is in Illinois. Dear Angela's Vintage. Nettie and I are in Southern California, in Los Angeles area. Let me see. I don't have everybody memorized. Yeah, so we're all from the United States, although we do have a lot of friends in our crafting and vintage community. We have friends in Canada. We have um, we have a very good friend of Angela's and a couple other people here who's in New Zealand, right? So we do have a New Zealand friend, but mostly I think in the United States. Okay, good. Yeah. So Angela is saying Michael's or Hobby Lobby, maybe a good place to check. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I can pronounce that. Galicia e Astruius. I don't think I said that right. I don't even know. Where is that, Annie? Sounds beautiful. Oh yeah, that's like way, way, way too pricey. Yeah. Sometimes Target has washi tape. If I see any or hear about any, Nettie, I will let you know. Yeah, I feel like Michael's also is doing a lot of their own branded stuff, right? The last year, so I feel like they're coming out with they don't carry other people's lines as much, but they have a lot of their own branded lines. So I think you might get lucky there. Oh, yes, I forget about Nettie, that would be a good one to check out, Five Below. I forget about them. Uh, our closest Five Below is not a place that I drive by. Yeah, that's so expensive, $5 a roll. Definitely don't do that. Amy is here. Amy's in the house. Amy is here. Yeah, I think you know what? I've come across, I feel like a lot from the UK, a lot of people that I follow, a lot of crafters, Australia, there's a lot of really beautiful journal makers and creators from definitely UK, Australia, um, obviously we already touched on US, a lot of Canadian, um, yeah, nobody else is coming to mind. Yes, we're talking about washi tape. So Nettie was looking, she's on the hunt for washi tape that's maybe beachy, like beach inspired or travel inspired. Let's see here. Clint is here. Hi, Clint. How are you? Hello, hello. We're glad you're here. See here. Let me catch up a little bit. So Ollie's, you should have Ollie's, Annie. Look, look. Oh my gosh. You may regret it. Ollie's is, I don't know if you had Big Lots, although I feel like they're going into a lot of the Big Lots locations, but that's the best way. Angela maybe can describe it. It's kind of like Big Lots, but they also will have put out boxes of things, but it's home decor, food. Um, they have a big like book section. At one point in time last year, if you go back, there's tons of hauls on YouTube. That's how I first heard about them. Um, they and they do closeouts. That's what they do. So they're kind of Tuesday morning big lots kind of thing. And they had done huge buyout, huge closeout on amazing craft supplies, like big name craft supplies. Maybe it was because of Joanne's closing. I don't know, but oh my gosh, amazing hauls, things for $1, $2, so good. So when Jim and I went to Florida in October, I had kind of missed the whole wave of it. In fact, I was talking to the employees there, and yeah, like I found a few things. I found a cute like they already had Christmas out, so I found like Christmas tags and a few things, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. But you should definitely check. I so wish we had them here in, California. I hope one day. Let's see. Oh, and I think that's good, right? To get a whole bolt for $20? Yeah. Yep. Get out your supplies, Nettie. And it's good. There's not too many supplies, so and if you don't have washi tape, paper strips. Just get out your paper cutter and paper strips or your scissors would work really well too. Let's see, let's see. Is that in Spain? That lovely, location that you typed in is in Spain, Clinton, Illinois. Oh, that's right. The, Illinois, same as Angela. Wow. Mel is in Louisiana. Our friend Carrie, the paper monkey, is in Louisiana. She's the other Louisiana friend. And Carrie, Mel, you should pop on tomorrow. My friend Carrie, the paper monkey, will be on with me tomorrow, and we are having a Mardi Gras craft party that you may love. And I put the link down in the description to that. That is tomorrow at, what did I say? 3 p.m. Eastern time. 3 p.m. Eastern is the Mardi Gras craft party. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, Target has it too? Okay. And that would be pretty economical if Target has it. See here, Angela's saying New Zealand. Um, who's in Australia? Belgium, Italy, England, Scotland. Oh yeah, go check it out, Nettie. They have, oh, I think you might like Five Below. They have coloring books. They have just the books, like inexpensive. I've tried some of their like craft supplies, colored pencils, that kind of thing. Ooh, hopefully they'll have something great. Let's see, Dollar General. Oh, yes, Nettie. I didn't even think. I don't know if we have Dollar General, but Dollar Tree sometimes Nettie has washi tape. It kinda comes and goes for my, Dollar Tree, but that would be a good place too, Dollar Tree, if they happen to have. I feel like generally they do carry it. Let's see. Um, yeah, discount, Angela has it. That's a great, description of Ollie's, discount and overstock store. I mean, they even have, like, rugs, and I get their emails even though I don't have one close by to shop, but I have signed up for their texts or emails, so, yeah, they'll have a big closeout on vacuum cleaners or heaters or clothing. It's just really cool. It's a cool place. And I got some really cute, Christmas stuff there. Let's see, Australia is Philomena and Mary. Yeah, so we have for those that are kinda tuning in new, we have kind of a big so some of us all met I always say during the shutdown, many of us met through our love of vintage, so a lot of us, collect vintage, some of us have sold vintage over the years, um so a lot of us met initially through our love of vintage and then discovered, oh, we love crafting too and crafting with vintage. So there, um, yeah, we kind of have our feet in the two different groups, but it's wonderful because there's also been this kind of big coming together and merging of the two. So the crafting community and of the vintage community. And of course, many of us here love crafting with vintage supplies as well, thrifted, secondhand things. What? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, that is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Oh, oh no. Let's see, that's maybe not too bad, right? $20 for 13 rolls, that may not be and if you have a coupon, Nettie, I think, sign up for their app or sign up for text and, I don't what are their coupons, friends? Is it like 20% off? Sometimes more? So definitely have a coupon if you're gonna do Michael's. Oh, that's so terrible. That's very sad. Like, we've lost quite a few, friends in our community the last several years. Oh, oh, that's too bad. I always try to think the wonderful thing is that, you know, we got to meet them and they touched our lives and how I try to look at it that way, how lucky are we to have this wonderful community, to have YouTube is amazing to think how we have met all these wonderful friends in the community, and we wouldn't have otherwise met them, right? Tammy Renee, I know Tammy Renee all the time. Um, who else? Yeah, we've lost quite a few friends over the years. That's just too bad. And then I could just leave the back because I'm using file folder, which actually has a great color, but usually I will layer another piece of paper on the back. And this is just really thin stationery, like vintage stationery. And it comes in, there's like a gum top and you just kind of rip it, but it has a thin quality, almost like tissue paper, maybe in a way. So I just glued a piece of that on the back because I like the look of it, but really that's just an extra step. You don't really need to do that. Whoops, I think I have a piece of the washi tape here. And then I'll do a second one really quick. I will try not to look at the chat as much. I'm so easily distracted. That. And also we can let it kind of dry a little bit. It's a little damp because of all the tape. We'll do that. We'll stick that over there. Oh, I've got pulled out here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my iron. I'm going to grab my handy dandy iron here. Kind of put this off to the side there. How about that? Okay, let's grab one more. Let's see how quickly I can do it. I think if you're not gabbing like me, chatting, you could really mass make. And I'm not going to think about it too much. Grab another color. Yes, Kathy. Oh my gosh. What a dear sweet man. Robert. I think about him often too. Sweet, sweet, sweet man. So happy to have had the privilege and opportunity to get to know him. Just lovely. Yes. Oh my gosh, we're thinking about all their sweet friends. Poodle, yes, Poodle. Chris Rossetti. Oh my gosh. Bittersweet, but very happy that we got to call them friends and touched our lives in a wonderful way. Hi, Jonna. How are you? Hello, hello. What are you doing? Jonna, you're in Florida, right, Jonna? Is that right? Or is it Tennessee? I know you're close to Memphis. I need to mark my calendar. Like, I'm obsessive compulsive about the get together. I keep telling everybody. I was telling Leanne and Tamara yesterday. I've been shouting it out because the wonderful thing about it is the opportunity to get to meet all these friends that we haven't been able to meet in person and hug. And so I've been shouting it out. Although my thoughts are it's going to fill up super, super fast, right? Let's see. Do we want to put this in here? Yeah, maybe up there like we did the other. Maybe I shouldn't be shouting it out because I'll take away from my opportunity to snag a spot. I know, Tammy. I think about Tammy so often. She pops into my mind so often. And I have to say, it was the day before, or maybe it was just a couple days before, she was so heavy on my mind, like, so heavy on my mind. And I have those little things that happen sometimes, those little unexplainable things. Um, yeah. I love. I love Tammy Renee. Has anybody kept in touch with Linda? How is, Linda doing? Does she come into any of the chats? I think she used to come would she come in on, Flippin' and Sippin' maybe? I don't know. I hope she's doing well. Ooh, are you gonna have vintage playing cards? Oh my gosh, that's one of my weaknesses, vintage playing cards. Ooh, put the link in. Do you guys already have the thumbnail up for that, Jonna? Put the link in. Oh, okay. So you're in Tennessee. Okay. You're in Tennessee right now. I would love to see Tennessee. And you, okay, that's what it was. You're in Florida for 40 years. She did, Susie. It's so very sad. Such a lovely, lovely person. I know. It's gonna be fun. You probably can't even stay. Can you? Can you? Is that too much information? How many spots are there? Are there a lot of spots? A few spots? I'm so excited. Let me see. I think I'm gonna cut this down. I may regret it. Let me fold it. Let me cut this a little bit. I might not cut it straight though. That's why I say I may regret it. I cut. I guess I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to. Do like that. Oh, it's on. Yeah, that would be great to put the link in, and then we can all. Hi, Christy. I'll wave. Hello, hello. She can't hear us. I can wave. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. What do I want? I want something with color. Let's use this one. I think that will just fit right at the top there. Okay. Clean up a little bit. Let's do a little snippy snip. Sticks to your scissors. Let's see here. So it's like full circle today. We have new friends that we've met today, intermixed with those that we've known each other for many, many years. We're thinking about the people that aren't with us anymore, who we dearly loved. And miss and think about. Oh, the iron, isn't that was my mom. My mom loved the vintage and collected vintage. It actually, I wish I knew my mom is no longer with us. That I would ask her that if I could. It may have even belonged to my Nana, my grandma or my great grandmother. Maybe. I wish my mom was here to ask that, but I don't remember a time where this wasn't in our house, and maybe it was at my Nana's house too. So it may be one that was in the family for a long time. My mom always kept it on the hearth. I think in well, we had several different houses growing up, but she kept it on the hearth, and yeah, might have been my Nana's. Might have been my Nana's. Okay, let's put this on the back. I was listening to my son in the other room. I think he's on the phone. Taylor was sharing yesterday. Taylor got really sick a couple days ago, my daughter, and I think she had the stomach flu. high fever, body aches, all that stuff. And she happened to have just a regular checkup appointment with her primary care or new primary care scheduled today. So, are you going to go pick her up, honey? Oh, okay. Okay. So Brian was so sweet, drove her to the appointment. It's close by. Let's pick her up. So. I told her just keep the appointment because they can test you and maybe there's something they can do to help you through this in addition to, new stuff. Okay. All right, let's stick that under there for a little bit and then let's cut this one here. And let's see, let's round the corners. We'll keep that at the top. Do a little bit of inking. Okay. A little bit off there. Round that a little bit. And my little cheater Starbucks card here. I have the paper cutter that does the corners, the paper punch that's like this one, but they're not big enough for me. So I just have this little used up card here. Cut off the edges. I'm sure we all have similar. Okay, let's ink this up a bit. I love the Scotch tape thing. I'm glad you suggested that, Angela. It's like a fun and pretty addition. I like that thin, if you guys run across like that thin stationery paper that I use for the back. Well, here you can kind of see. You kind of see how thin it's a little bit see-through-y, but I love to use that as a backer. Okay, let's punch a hole. Let's put this stuff away here. Right, yeah, right, Jonna? It's just, yeah, it's too shallow. Just, I use it sometimes. Sometimes it comes in handy for some things, but I don't love it. I don't love it. And I know sometimes some people will do, just the slanted too on the bottom, which I've seen people do, and that's really cute. It's not a deep enough slice for me. Okay, let's do this one. Same thing. That's our top. And I love all three of the sizes. Like I use all three of those. This is probably, other than scissors, that's probably a super favorite grab all the time. I probably use that. Whoops, I gotta do that. I probably use it every single day. Definitely anytime I'm making a tag, definitely gets used. And this would be really cute, and you don't have to do the hole. You could just staple fabric or a ticket or postage stamp. You can staple one on top. You can glue on top. Kind of more of a tab style, which would be really cute. Okay. And let me get this out of the way. Iron. didn't cut too well because of the Scotch tape. It didn't slice through there. Little hanging thing there. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And I just pulled a piece of kind of thin cardstock paper, and that's what I'm going to make my my whole. I always forget what it's called. What is it called? Circle. What is it? Page hole protector. Hole protector. I always forget. Oh, you did? Yay, Christy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was thinking about that the other day. Oh, I wonder if it arrived. Oh, good, 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 good. I hope you can put, hopefully some of those beads to use. Oh my gosh, Christy is making the most beautiful necklaces. So Christy's also selling in our Crafty Marathon. She is co-hosting with Angela. She's making the most beautiful necklaces. Let me know if I could share pics of them, Christy. And she's using like beautiful beads and hardware, antique hardware. They are gorgeous. Let's see. Um, oh, let's see. Did you put it in? Let's see if Jonna put. Oh, here's the link. Let me click on it. There it is. Okay. Oh no, that yeah. I'm already. Okay. There is the Crafty Girls Create Retreat link. So make sure you guys all click on that. Okay. Let's see here. Angela is trying to think of an idea. Let's put ideas into the chat. So last week our craft prompt was beach. So Angela is looking for an idea. Yeah, I feel like I do tags all the time. Like I do so many tags. Most of the time I do tags. How'd it go, sweetheart? Huh? They tested you and you have the flu and they kicked you out? Well, that's safety of everybody. Oh, so you officially have the flu. So you're wearing a mask. Should we be wearing a mask? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to hear more about it after I'm done here. Okay, good. Good, good. I'm going to pull up a picture. Susie, you are. I love it. I love it. See if you can post a pic if you care to share. Would love to see in the community tab. Oh, that makes me so excited. Oh, that's a great idea. Index card. An index card. You could do an envelope too. Would maybe be envelope. You could do what do I want to say? Like a coin envelope kind of style, and even have like a tag that goes in it or a journaling card that goes in it. Yeah, I feel like I am so stuck on things. A flip-flop tag. Oh, I love that idea. That's a great idea. I love Yep, that's a good idea. We should make a list one week. That would be fun to do, is make a list of all the different things and options, because I get stuck on the same thing over and over and over again. I need to expand my horizons with the base of things that I'm doing. I think a flip flop tag is that it could flip, right? It could flip up, it could flip down, it could flip open this way or one way or the other. I think that's what a flip flop tag is. Oh yeah, index card would be super great. You could also, if you have the large index cards, Angela, I've made little kind of mini journals with the large index cards. You can make envelopes with the large index cards, and then you can cut the little ones to fit in. So that's fun to do with index cards too. Okay. The the gardener's here, so you guys are going to hear a little bit of vacuum, or not vacuuming. I can't even talk. Vacuuming. You're going to hear a little bit of blowing. You're going to hear the lawnmower. Oh, I already put it away. Let's try to be so nice. Oh, oh, Taylor got kicked out. I had that happen one time when I went to my primary care with something. I didn't have COVID. They thought I had COVID. And so then they made me go back out to the car. And then they sent a nurse out to come do a COVID swab. It turned out I did not have that, but that is good practice because it does keep the other people in what we do in the waiting room, keeps them healthy. They're just there for regular things. Sorry if it's loud. If it gets too loud, I'll try to watch. Let me know and I can silence it a little bit. It gets loud when he's at the front door or by the sliding glass door here that's fairly close to me. Let's see. I meant collage a real flip flop for the beach. Cut a foot shape. Oh, did you see what Susie put? Cut a foot shape and use ribbon for the thong part. Oh my gosh, Susie, have you made something like that? I would love to see if you have. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. Ooh, that would be super cute. Yeah, so that they fan out. Now the Dollar Tree ones are thin. I find I either have to glue two together or I have to back them with something else. They're awfully that would be really cute fanned out at the top. Be super cute. And then each one can have like kind of a different beachy theme. You know what would be cool too? My mind is going. With the terried of the inside of the envelopes, you could even do like coffee dyed papers. Cause I feel like I haven't seen an envelope that has like brown tones, but you could take brown tone paper, coffee dyed paper, that kind of thing, or and even creams and make sand. Could do the same thing we're thinking of doing and make sand. I like the way your mind is going, Susie. The way we just I could tell we all geek out over we geek out over all these like crafty ideas. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. I'm picturing it. You also could, like, if you do a cutout of the flip flop, you could also put a piece of, oh, like plastic maybe behind it too, and then glue, and then have the ribbon that's the little top of the flip flop, and then you could see the scene through the plastic. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cute. All right, so let's glue these on. Let's hit these with a little bit of ink too. I need to start. I started looking last night for which blew me away. So a lot of times if I'm looking for like free printables or clip art, I went on there last night. I told Carrie I was going to look on Pinterest to see if I could find any Mardi Gras kind of stuff because I don't have anything. I do have that dark purple paper I found, which I think is going to be really pretty, and it has glitter, like a glitter layer on it. So I think that's going to be fun. But I could not find any like free printable on Pinterest. First time ever. Maybe because it's a little bit of a limited theme. Okay, I feel like I lost one, but maybe I didn't cut it. I'm sure I did. Probably like right in front of me. Yeah, I'll cut another one. See it. And I couldn't find anything. Oh my gosh. I was sweating it a little bit. And then I ended up going onto Canva and just getting a bunch of their clip art and then making my own printed out page. I'll show that to you guys in case you want to craft along tomorrow. I'll show you what I did with that. But oh, there we go. But I was shocked. I was very shocked. All right, let me pull up. I'll glue these on and then I'll pull up Christy's beautiful jewelry pictures. It is gorgeous. We are all going to be bidding it up and fighting over it. Okay, let's do these on. Back. That's the other thing I told myself. I was die cutting some of these hole protectors because I'm working on a custom Christmas notebook order for a customer that found me through Etsy. She had bought one and wanted 6 more. And so I was using my die cut machine yesterday when I was crafting Leanne's channel. And I need to get that out more often and just cut big batches of them so that I have them. And I have this little box that I keep them in, but I was lucky I found a few, but look how it's very, very empty. So I'm gonna do that 1 week. Because it is nice to have these already pre-done rather than one-offing, which is what I usually end up doing. And stop and like look for paper, like reading through all my papers, and then I'm making them. Okay, and we have those. All right, let's look at Christie's jewelry here. That is so beautiful. I do, Kathy. I can send it to you. I'll message you later with it. I do have it. Let's see here. Go to Instagram. Okay, so beautiful. Look at that. Hopefully I could bring it close enough. Are those beautiful or what? So gorgeous. My eyes are bad. So she's done wire wrap. So the purple focal beads, there's a wire wrapped bead that's a little bit lighter in color on either side of those. And then she's done a little dangle, but look at the focal too. So beautiful with the key. Isn't that gorgeous? With a white t-shirt and a jean jacket, beautiful blouse, sundress. I'm like, that's how I'm picturing. And then look at this one. Look at that focal. So she said it was antique hardware. Is that beautiful? Look at the patina on that. And then she has these beautiful beads dangling below, which are beautiful because they're just, um, go with anything. Look how beautiful that is. So pretty, Christy. Ooh, I hope are you gonna make more? Are you just making those 2? They are gorgeous. Aren't they pretty, Nettie? So pretty. I know my daughter Taylor, she kind of likes things that are vintage, kind of antique inspired. Such a pretty, yeah, let me go back to YouTube. It's such a pretty look. Okay, so we have our two tags, we have our hole protectors on there. Now let's grab, I think we'll make one dimensional, and then maybe we'll use that same. I kind of like that rose. Whoops, something fell. I kind of like the rose. This one's pretty too. I think I like the rose better. So let's go in here a little bit. Like Annie was talking about earlier, if I go in and I cut the white border. So these are not too bad of a border. I find that those are kind of small enough for my taste. And if I was fussy cutting, I typically do leave a border if I'm cutting out, illustration or something from a book page. But we can come in here and let's cut a little bit closer in between the leaves. Also, I find when I go to eat, that cuts, it takes away a lot of the white as well, not so in your face. And if you wanted to be really specific, you could take one of those little like pen cutters. In fact, I'm not so sure how close I can get it here. I might have to grab my little X-Acto blade. I got a little bit closer, but let me grab my X-Acto. I think this is the one that's sharpest. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll just do that one section, I think. These are kind of a thicker die cut, kind of cardboard-ish. Remember the week we had a new friend that came on here? I can't remember her name right now, and she was talking about something called the gyro cutter. Do you guys remember that? That was a couple weeks ago. I was hoping she would come back on. She was super excited. She was waiting for it to arrive in the mail. I was really hoping to get her feedback on that. Anybody here used one? Okay. All right. So I cut a little bit more, but yeah, if you had a lot of time, you could come in with your X-Acto blade or one of your little cutters and get in there a little bit closer. But I'm going to hit this with a little bit of ink. And it kind of takes a little bit of the white, and then we can hit that white part a little bit, makes it seed a little bit. And where's that other one? And I'm even going to do this one a little bit too. Are you using these, Nettie? Nettie has some of these because I gave her a big pile. That was that get together when Laura was out here. And Nettie wasn't able to go to Savers, kind of our first stop, but I loaded her up. So many. I think it was like 2 or 3 bags of this kind of floral. Have those. Now let's see what we're gonna put down bottom here. That one's kind of pretty. And I think there's two. What did I do on these? Yeah, I think I just did two little die cuts. I think we need too much more than that. That one's pretty. I like that one. I think we'll do that. I don't know if we're gonna like the stamps. I might pull out my real stamps. postage stamps. These colors are a little bit limited. I don't mind that one. I don't mind the blue one too much. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, I like the red. I also have this. Also do that and maybe, let's see here. We could do this circle label and maybe the stamp. That's not too bad. I don't know if I love it. Do not know if I love it. Let me grab. We also have this one here. We have that and that one. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Let me try one other thing. I have this big one here, which I've been hoarding, and it's like a floral. It says wholesale florist. This is one of the Tim Holtz one. Ooh, I kind of like that, and that isn't too bad. Just, I also don't mind that. Let's see what you guys think. I think I like the blue though. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good layout. What else did I have here? These labels. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's like pretty simple. I think it's pretty pleasing to the eye. So hopefully you guys can see that. But I think that's a pretty good layout. So we're just gonna do the flowers and then a simple collage at the bottom. And then there's that one. This one though, maybe I'll grab out my stamps and we'll put a little script stamp or something. It has numbers on it already, but we'll add a little script. So let's glue this one down first. That's going to be that way. Let me hit this with a little bit of ink. You did? Okay, good, Susie. Yay! I love this. Susie and I, we have the emailing. We are on the email chain. We got this figured out. Hit that little bit. Awesome. And what you could also do sometimes with these die cuts too, I like to uh, turn down the edges. You could even rip them a little bit, but it ages them up a little bit, makes them look maybe a little bit more like an actual stamp and not a die cut. And I even do that with regular vintage postage stamps or antique postage stamps. I will ink them as well. Uh, but I just think it adds a little, maybe we'll do this a little bit. Do it to this one. Yeah, look how cool that is. And hitting it with the ink a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that's really cool. In fact, maybe we need to do up here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. All right, so we have that. Oh, let me pull up Susie first. Oh, you're still gluing the washi tape? Yeah. I think too it takes a while when I did the first one to find the colors that I loved together that kind of went together. So it took a little bit. Are you waiting for it? What kind of glue did you use? Did you use like a wet glue, like a Fabric It is. And I would say, even though I use the glue stick, it's a little bit damp still, right? Because we glued that back piece on there. So mine is probably a little bit damp and will need to dry too. Oh, Susie has it too. I think she's saying Carrie's address. Yeah, you'd have to email it. I'll send it. I could just send it, Susie, to Kathy. I'll probably just send her a message on Instagram with it. Okay. Yeah, email. And it goes without saying, if anytime you guys would like to, let's see, let me see if I refresh. I do not see an email from you, Susie, but maybe it hasn't come through yet. Let me take off a do not disturb. I don't know that that does anything, but let me take that off just in case. But maybe it just hasn't come yet. Yeah, I think those are the other. I think those are the other pictures I shared. Yeah, I don't see anything from today, but I will keep checking. In fact, I'll keep it pulled up here because I can read the chat up here. Oh, a gourd pin, Susie, is. Let me grab one so I can show you what the shape of it is. I'm so organized now. I need to do a follow-up video when things quiet down. Oh, here's the thing. Remember I lost it? I was like, where's the other thing? It's right here. I'm going to put it in my box. Got a new drawer kind of cabinets and stuff that I am so in love with. And I also picked up, I think it was at Ross. They were super cheap. It was like $3, I want to say. And it was a pack of four. So I was keeping my cork pins in vintage seasoning bottles, which I do like, but I don't have room right now where I'm to put those. But so I put all my gourd pins in here. So it's that shape. So they call it a gourd pin because of the shape, but the top of it, it functions the same as a safety pin. Oh, let's see. Are we live? Oh, we're still live. It looks like we lost connection there for a bit. Hopefully. Oh, I see. And I just saw your Susie. A little trick, you guys, if you look in I know Hobby Lobby for sure. I'm not sure about Michael's, but Hobby Lobby in their sewing section, they sell probably a pack of 100 and they're very inexpensive, like compared to what you would find on Amazon or maybe some of the other stores. I don't know, like a couple bucks, I want to say. But I know I found black ones there, and I think the silver. So for sure they have black and silver. They don't have the bronze color, which I pick those up on Amazon. I just buy them in bulk, but they're fun. But of course, you could just use regular safety pins; would be super cute too. But that's my little uh, cheap or inexpensive kind of hack is to look in the sewing department. They often have really cute findings. Let's see. Hi, Khadijah. Toddy is in the house. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I didn't know what they were called too for a long time. I went, what are gourd pins? I do too, Daddy. Oh my gosh, I totally do. Look, I have one lone gold one that came from a tag or clothes or something. I do the same thing. I only have one. I I guess I'm hoarding it. I don't even what else did I put? These these came from the tops of those. I saved them too because I thought, well, maybe we could do something fun. They're the tops of those metal rimmed paper, like circle tags, that you can coffee dye and stuff. I have a bunch of those, and I switched out the tops that these kind of industrial ones that come, and I put board pins, but I saved these because I thought, and then look at this. I'm sorry, I'm squirreling. This was in like a craft pack or something that I received from somebody, and I saved it. How cool is this? So it's kind of it's actually a heavy gauge wire because it's hard to uh, bend and move, but they made this kind of little paper clip, so I guess you could use it like a paper clip, but I think it had fabric or things kind of they punched a hole or kind of punched through the fabric like this. But maybe it's supposed to be so they had it's just such a cute idea. So they had, they had a bunch of fabric and it was holding it all together. Cool. I'm gonna kind of play around with this idea a little bit more, but let me see if it does work like a paper clip. No, not really. I don't know. You'd have to do it. Yeah, it doesn't have it needs another loop or another circle, but I say that's like the little weird thing to say. But now I have this cute little container. Okay. All right, you have that. Okay, let's get a little bit of this material that I salvaged from a blouse. A little bit of snip. What are you doing today, Khadija? Getting ready for Khadijah. You guys should all be following her. She has the best supply sales. She finds the best stuff. She has wonderful hauls. She does beautiful paper crafting, journal making. Oh, is that what it is? It's a curtain pin. So is it a manufactured one or do you think somebody made it? It does, you're right. It does look like and curtain pins, don't they have like what do I wanna say, like a sharp end to them? That one doesn't. I feel like that one is made from a piece of copper wire, I think. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. These were, I don't think you're doing our, craft prompts, but one of our craft prompts several weeks ago was washi tape. So, of course, a lot of my vintage crafted chat things that we do together come out of the craft prompts. So this is kind of like a polyester, so it doesn't really unravel that much, but I'm trying to kind of unravel it as best I can. And we're going to layer that on behind there. I think I'll cut it a little bit. It's a little bit too tall. It's very messy too. It's kind of not the ideal fabric, but it looks pretty. Okay, I like that. I might hit it with a little bit of ink just because. Okay, let's grab our fabric tack. Ooh, vintage and antique kits. Don't be nervous. They're gonna be super. I mean, everything you have is massively wonderful. Don't be nervous. Are you selling those at your next supply sale? Is it a solo one that you're doing on your channel, or are you doing it with Angela or anybody? Well, I'm excited to see what they are. Let us know. If you already have a thumbnail, post it so we can all come and get the craft packs. Oh, I love that you're mixing in antique. Antique is hard to find. I find I hoard it far too much. All right, we'll put that there. I tack this down a little bit more here. It's a little flippy floppy. There we go. And uh-oh, did I want that there? Oh, it's kind of a little lifted there, so I think I could still get it behind. Gonna do that. Whoops, all this glue. Yeah, sounds super, super fun. Is that glued down? No. The edge didn't want to stick. There we go. Okay, and we will put that there. Super cute. Oh, nice. Can you post it? Are you blue? I think you're blue. Oh wait, let me show. I'll check. I'll double check if you're not blue because I don't have the I don't have it pulled up in YouTube. But let me. I saw Susie's picture come. So let me. Oh my gosh! Look what Susie made. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. That makes me so happy, Susie. So that is Susie's make with what we're making right now with her beautiful washi tape. Look at that die cut. Is that like a pre-made die cut? Gorgeous. Look at that. And I love the ribbon. Sorry, I keep pulling it back because I have to pull it a little bit closer so I can see the details a little bit better. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Isn't it gorgeous, Nettie? Yeah. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Makes my heart happy. Ah, so pretty. Okay. All right, let me go back to YouTube. And oh, you are blue. You're blue. So if you want to post a link, Khadijah, please do so. I am super post away friendly. Share links, share channels, share things that people, people you love. By the way, I've been a fangirl of Lisa's for quite a while. I never say her channel correctly, but Hazel last night, she had her guest last night. Oh, you guys need to go back if you missed Hazel's interview, Hazel Anaka. Is it E Isla and Ela or something? I can't remember Lisa's channel. Let me see if I can find it and post the link. Such a great interview, and, I don't know that Lisa puts out a lot of videos, so you definitely can go back and go to her channel and binge watch a little bit, but it was a really great interview, and I enjoy her content, and I enjoy her channel, so it was really fun to listen to the interview and get to know her a little bit better. Okay, let's do a little bit of sand on that. Let me grab. I used to have before, but now that I have more organizational space, let's get out that one that has the little scripty. Did you watch this morning, Donna? Wasn't it great? Oh, good, good, good. Okay, good. Khadijah put in her short. I'm gonna go watch that. And then let's see, was that the interview link? I think it was. Awesome. Okay, everybody, yeah, click on both links, the one that Connie just posted and the one that Donna just posted, so you can go back and watch that interview. So good. And then you can um, subscribe to Lisa too, to her channel. Let's see here. Let me go back. Was really, really good. I am so glad that Hazel does that interview program that she does, because we just get introduced to so many great creators that maybe we wouldn't normally happen upon. Okay, we don't want numbers because there's already numbers on here. So I don't want to repeat the number thing too much. So maybe some kind of little scripty something. Let's see here. Like that's probably good. That and here. These both dates. A lot of these are dates, but there's a few that are like signatures. Or maybe there's just the one. Sorry, I'm screwing up a bit. I'll do that one. I don't know. That says Madame. Okay, let's do that. And ugh, I can't get my ink. I just cannot find a good thing to store my ink in. I have my laptop is up on this, or you can almost see it. Can you see the corner of it right here? So I have this like footstool, like a vintage footstool. I actually painted it turquoise. It's just naturally aged over the years. And so I have this tray that I slip under that has my ink, but it's just not ideal because then I can pull it when I'm sitting on this side of the table, I can pull it out. And then if I'm crafting on the longer side, but I rearranged that a little bit this week, but it's still not quite working. Not perfect. I'm gonna work on it a little bit more. The idea is good, but execution is not the best. Okay. That. I don't know what this one says. Let me stamp it and see. What does it say? Well, we don't care. It'll stay whatever. I'll kind of go a little crooked. There we go. And these are so teeny tiny, I'm going to put them back in because I'll lose them. Okay, there we go. Okay, did we ink this? We inked that. We didn't ink this. We didn't ink that. Yeah, that the link above, yeah, is Hazel's interview. The link to Hazel's interview. And then you can find Lisa's channel. And I know I'm not going to try to say her channel name. She has the cutest cats that hang out in, and she has the best craft area, like antique cabinets and all kinds of cool like tins. And she was a clothing designer and had a business doing that for a lot of years. I think you guys will love her. Let's see here. material. That's probably way too much. Cut this off the top. Okay. So good. I've been using, oop, that's the wrong piece. Using up these Tim Holtz things, which is great. All right, that's pretty good. Might cut a little bit more off the top. I just don't know what it is about certain things that I get. I just think they're so cool, and then I hoard them, and we can buy them. You can order them on Amazon. A lot of the craft stores carry them. Like I don't need to hoard. I don't need to hoard things that are readily available. I guess it's one thing to hoard vintage and antique things, but definitely don't need to hoard things that are readily available. Craft supplies. This is really like covered in fiber. How's the baby? Yeah, I haven't heard him. I don't think I've maybe I heard him slightly when I first got on. Okay, that's good. Maybe let's hit it a little bit with the ink. I'm just gonna put it up here just for quick sake. We adopted a new rescue kitty week and a half ago, maybe. Yeah, probably been. Well, I guess Sunday it was Sunday. It had been a week because we adopted him on a Sunday, and he's so cute. He has stolen our hearts. It's a really good kitty. But quite a bit more energy than we were hoping. We haven't had a high energy kitten in a very long time. Saw him at the rescue, and of course he was nervous, and so a little bit different. But he's such an amazing cat. I think that, he calms down and matures. I think he's it will be very similar to Cha Cha, our other cat. I think. What do I need this? He's very affectionate. Call his name and he comes, and Cha-Cha seems to enjoy him. He just needs to stop grabbing Cha-Cha's neck when he wants to play. Kind of rushes up on him and grabs his neck. But Cha-Cha's very sweet. He like soft paws him. No claws because Cha-Cha's a gentle. He's such a sweet and gentle kitty, and just kind of like goes like this, or kind of bops him super soft on his head, which is good. He's showing him, I don't like that. Oh, that need to go under there, probably. And that, I think we're gonna. Is that how we had it, or do we have this above it? Let's see. Now, he's a sweet boy. I need to. I've been having a hard time getting a good picture of him, so I haven't posted a picture yet. He's kind of quick moving. Let's see if I like that. I can't remember how we had it. Probably had that on there. Let me just try a couple scenarios here. Oh yeah, I like that. I like when I have things that are dimensional. So these are just like little details. I don't know when I'm doing things. I like that even though we're going to cover up the stem, I like that when the leaf kind of overlaps the label there. I try to do that when I have like animals or plants, leaves, petals, that thing. Kinda like that. And I think we'll do the same thing. So we'll have the leaf over here, and then maybe we'll tuck, let's see, maybe we'll, should we tuck that in front of it or behind it? Let's see. Yeah, I think that one will go over. Okay, so that's the spot we want that. So let's glue that down here. So that one's there. I think that's where we have that. Are you looking for him, honey? Did you find him? Oh, he's in the closet. He keeps going in our closet in our bedroom. He like that's a, it's a space he likes. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Cha-Cha likes being under our bed in our bedroom. So it is the first couple of days he was also going under the bedroom, so I kind of like gives he's giving Cha-Cha his space, so that's nice. Okay. I like that. And then we'll come in here and just tack these leaves down a little bit more. Make that way a little bit closer. Yeah, I'll tap this one in a little bit. I'll probably come in here and do a little bit more, but at least we're pretty much done. Oh, do you struggle too? Yeah, it just some things work really well and then some don't. And this I'm struggling greatly with the ink. I just haven't found a good thing. And I don't know, like I don't want to make you guys seasick, but I don't think you can tell. But so my craft space is my dining room, our dining room in our home. And so I only have, let's see, I probably have 12 inches. So I'm sitting on the narrow end of the dining table. So from the edge of this, I have, yeah, it's about 12 inches, maybe 13 inches. This side's a little bit left. So there's about 12 inches on either side of this mat because I'm sitting, but this is where I do YouTube because this is the only place that my overhead will attach to the table that it'll, reach this far. And then what I try to do is go to the other side, the longer side, which I'm pointing, which is this way. So I try to during the week, if I'm crafting, I have more room to spread out. I'll move my chair over here and craft here. And then this way is storage. Like I have some antique little wooden boxes and, my jars of ribbon and things that you guys see me grab. So I keep some stuff out and some things I'm working on, but it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And I'm not pushed up against a wall either, right? So that kind of causes it's not like I can push up against a wall and have cabinets and higher drawers and stuff. So I'm just kind of working with what I have. It's definitely not perfect. Okay, I'm going to cut off a couple pieces of this, and I think we're done. Gee, oh, it took 2 hours and 14 minutes to make two tags. So terrible. Yeah, Cha-Cha. I knew what you meant, Susie. Yeah, I think Cha-Cha is enjoying him. I think he is definitely. And we wanted a cat that was a little bit calmer, but we didn't want an adult cat. We thought you know, a little bit younger. He's 6 months old, so he's not super, super kitten. And, yeah, I think that's the only difference. He just is a little bit more spunky, um, than maybe we thought when we met him at the adoption place. What's going on here? But it's all good. It's all good. And he's only been here a week, but he definitely like he's getting into the plants. We have a lot of house plants. So he's like, there's a plant. There's like he just runs around. And we're just being diligent, like softly telling him no. And sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't. But so I almost wonder he's been fostered since a kitten by this rescue place, and, I'm thinking, well, he hasn't been around plants, so maybe they just had him, like, in a room. I think he was fostered at somebody's home. So I think a lot of it is, like, things he's just never seen before. He's never seen a house plant, whatever it is. It's like a new world. Okay, there we go. So I just took and again, this is from a blouse that didn't look that great on me. Very pretty blouse that I had thrifted. Kept trying to like it, but the cut wasn't the best. Cut that off. But it makes beautiful ribbons, beautiful little backdrops for tags. I'm just gonna hit that a little bit. There we go. And this would be super pretty. Okay, I know this is like extra. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of green just because I think it would be pretty. Mm, I don't think that's the one I want. Let me see. Yeah, add a little bit of green in there. Seems a little dryish. All right, that's not showing up too much. And there we go. And there we go. All righty. So these are the two we made today. I think they are gorgeous. They're beautiful for spring. I think they would make marvelous gift tags too. Birthday gift or present for somebody you love, or even Valentine's Day. I think they would be lovely, especially the rose. So, things don't have to scream Valentine's Day to be romantic and sweet and lovely. And handmade. Let's see. Yeah, I love inking lace, and I the green isn't showing up as much. This may be a little bit dry, but yeah, I love definitely using the vintage photo, kinda grunges it up and makes it look older, but it's so beautiful with the colors, and of course, you can also water them down. Spray some put, like, paper plate or something and put the distress ink or the oxide ink and spray some water in there, so you're almost making, like, a dye in a way. I haven't done that in a while, but that's a great way too, so you're almost, instead of just inking it, you're dyeing it. Yeah. So these are really, really, really pretty. There's those, and then these were the 2 that I had up in the thumbnail. So I think those are just really pretty. And again, if you don't have the washi tape, paper strips work great. You can fussy cut things out of books. Magazines have great floral images or gardening books, that kind of thing. So you can take this basic idea and use a variety of supplies to get the same look. And of course, we can make our own labels, and vintage postage stamps would be great in place of labels. Tickets would be great, like those lovely green tickets that Susie had on her handmade pieces. Oh, you know what, Christy, I shared up on the screen, but let me share them again. Just in case, because I think you might have missed it. I just showed them from my phone. So let me show one more time. Everybody thought they were so beautiful. And then Christy, you could also, when you're ready to do it, of course, we're all gonna be doing social media posts leading up to the crafty marathon. But I just shared them here from my phone. I went into the message that you had sent me on Instagram. Again, so gorgeous. I'm excited to put on those. I love the verdigris, like the patina. Can you guys see that? I see a little bit of maybe it's the fabric behind, but it almost looks like there's a little bit of verdigris, like green patina, which I love. So beautiful, Christy. So beautiful. I'm very excited. I have no idea what I'm going to be I haven't made anything yet or started really thinking about it. I have to put my thinking cap on, but I'm excited to see what everybody will be selling and bringing to the sale. Oh, it's so pretty, Susie. Yeah, you should be super happy. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. All right, everybody. I think here, I'll turn the camera around a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I had weird hair. I had to decide between drying my hair this morning and crafting. I wanted to fussy cut my fish and work on my prompt. I decided to give up. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It dried. I was like, no, I'd rather craft than blow dry my hair. So I was going through my Easter stuff, my like little vintage, like little cute little things because I can't keep it all. I can't display everything, although I think I'm keeping things. But I was going through my stash and trying to find some things to list on Etsy. And look at these. Let me see. Are they marked? They have to be Japan. But one of them, I think this one, it had come out of the little egg. So I had to glue him in. But look at him. Oh my gosh, he's so derpy. He's like super dry. Definitely made from like a chenille stem. I think this one's a little bit better, but they're so cute. So they're like little cardboard shapes to make the egg. I think for sure. Is it marked? Usually these are all Japan. Can't read it. It does. It's on top though. I don't think. Can you guys see that? It has like a little bit of writing or kind of a stamping there, but I can't tell that it says Japan. Sorry, no. These are they're so cute. I don't think I can quite let these go, but at least he's all fixed now. He's back and glued to his little egg there. It was fun. But anyway, I thank you all for hanging out today. Don't forget, I put the link down below in the description. Carrie, the Paper Monkey, is going to be on with me tomorrow here on my channel. We are going to be having a Mardi Gras craft party. I'm very excited. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take Carrie's lead because Carrie's our Mardi Gras um, aficionado, and I know she's going to have some great crafts to share with us. We're just going to chat and craft along, and she's going to share some information about Mardi Gras because, again, I don't know anything about Mardi Gras. I think it's fabulous. Living in Southern California my whole life, I've never celebrated. So this is going to be fun. The link below, it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern here on my channel. Next Tuesday, we're going to be working on our layout on our vision board journals, our layout for March. That'll be February 17th. I don't think I put that below at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, the Craft Marathon, which Angela put the link in, will be March 21st on Angela's channel, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, no, 10 a.m. See, I keep saying p.m. because I wrote p.m. 10 a.m. Eastern, and we have an amazing lineup of crafters and makers and paintings. Grab those necklaces or fight me for them. That I just shared that Christy's making. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, thank you, Annie. I'm so glad you were here and you hung out with us today. It's a very long hangout. Have a great day at work. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for letting me share. And thank you, Susie, for sharing all your beautiful makes. I love it, love it, love it. And yeah, I love all you guys. I'm going to go say goodbye. I'll check on Taylor, see how she's doing, how the rest of her doctor's visit went. And love you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Wear with all your Mardi Gras beads and all your stuff. And come party with us. Okay, bye.